Without further ado, let me introduce to some, present to others, editor-at-large of the newsguru.com, a veteran journalist, one who has many laurels to his name and who has done incredibly amazing things in the space of journalism, and also, most importantly, in the aspect of being the Sheikh Buruburu of journalism worldwide, Nigeria, and of course, Africa. Talking about none other than Mr. Godwin Etakibuebu, the Guru. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Nadu, and how are you?
I'm very fine, thank you.
This your introductions.
Yes.
And the accolades and the upgrading of chieftaincy affairs on daily basis is becoming more complicated because you started in President Muhammadu Buhari manner a few days ago by saying, top to bottom.
Yes.
Today now, you started from top, you were coming to bottom, but you missed it. You did not miss it. You deliberately put somewhere in the middle, then you shifted the leverages. Today is worldwide, Nigeria, then Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good morning, Lagos Talks 91.3. You are welcome to Adu and the Guru. And of course, we're running short of time, and I have two guests that I shall be talking with. They are already logged in, so they are hearing us in whichever part of the villages of the world they are, because they are in two different villages around the globe. But fortunately, none of them is there in Ukraine village, nor Russia village, so we will not be speaking and be afraid of missiles on them. They are both in some villages in Nigeria here, remote villages in Nigeria. But they are logged in, they are listening to us right now. And maybe I just say hello to them before we continue the discussion. Professor Joseph Abugu, good morning, sir.
Good morning, the Guru. Adu, good morning.
Good morning, Prof.
Hello, Nigerians.
Thank you very, very much. Within the activities of the village square, you still found time to talk to us. We are grateful for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So stay put. We shall be coming to you as we navigate the narration. Then, Barrister Fred Nzeako, I salute you with all respect, sir.
Good morning, the Guru. Good morning, Adu.
Good morning, Barrister.
A warm greeting to Professor Joseph Abugu.
Hey, my brother, good morning. Nice to have you again.
Good morning, Prof. Nice to be with you. Nice to hear your voice. Good morning to our dear listeners.
Thank you very, very much. Please hold on there. Anyway, let me add that Barrister Fred Nzeako is a reputable lawyer of years of experience, an erudite scholar, and above all, he is also a development economist. Then Professor Joseph Abugu is a professor of commercial law in University of Lagos, and is a senior advocate of Nigeria. So just for you to know the quality of people we are discussing, we are asking their opinion to contribute to the discussion of this morning. So let us navigate a little. First of all, I have a caution I want to give to Nigerians. Last week, one night, some demonically perfect planners put INEC office in Abeokuta, burnt it to ashes. The same night, maybe about the same hour, the same demonic perfect planners got in touch with INEC office in Osogbo and burnt it to ashes. And within the last few months, 115 INEC offices have received attack. It creates fear. Of course, it creates fear. It speaks much because all these attacks are targeted towards 2023. It creates a question: shall we be having a free, fair, and credible elections in 2023? Who are those carrying out this action? Who are those that are backing on this destructive mission? We need, therefore, to caution ourselves, because it's only on democracy we can stand. And democracy is the new song that the whole world is adopting on a daily basis. We don't want to join the so-called banana countries of West Africa and within the Sahel that are backing on coup, because they are no more. They are no more. So therefore, we should be able to have our elections running perfectly. It is our responsibility. It is your responsibility there. It's my responsibility here. Because apart from this, carry kerosene, petrol, bomb, fire bomb, and all those who want to destroy INEC properties, one, the cost is heavy. Look the way Osogbo was burned to ashes. Everything there. Look the way Abeokuta was burnt to ashes at Mortuary Junction, where this thing is.
Including PVCs.
PVCs and everything. One, it's going to cost INEC heavy money to reprint these PVCs. And they may be delayed now in delivering them to the owners. It's going to cost INEC, even if it is the air condition, if at the tables, the chairs, other equipments, it's going to cost them money. And because the money for INEC is pulled off in advance, meaning we are coming back to the same economy that have not been able to yield much to take something again to complete the assignment. These are worrisome. Why these are the latest stamping of wicked authority on political matters in Nigeria? The politicians are already out there buying. They don't buy vote now, they buy your PVC. They start with 2,000 naira in the most common area. They move to 3,000 naira. They move to 5,000 naira. If you don't take the 5,000 naira in those designated area, they now bring the boys to be the person pumper, blue, red, and yellow, and white, and dark color. Then they take the PVC, then you lose the money. But some areas, they are starting from 10,000 naira. Some areas is 50,000 naira. And the areas of 50,000 naira, to buy your PVC, they agree to upgrade it to 100,000 naira if you don't agree. Because that's not the area they can bring their thugs to come and beat you up. So it is negotiation. They move it to 100,000 naira. They give you the 100,000, they collect your PVC. They will be able to use it, but they would have denied you using the PVC to vote for a candidate of your choice. So let us, the caution I'll give you this morning, let us average, you say 10,000 naira. If you sell your voting rights for 10,000 naira, please let me tell you, because that 10,000 naira you collected will enslave you to that decision you've taken wrongly, foolishly, wickedly, or out of hunger for 4 years. So the 10,000 naira, if you share it into 365 days for the 4 years, your value, your life value, or your political right will come at the end of the day to 6 naira 87 kobo. But let us average it, upgrade it to 7 naira. I'm not talking of 17 naira. I'm not talking of 17 naira. I'm not talking of 700 naira. Your life worth for those 4 years will be 7 naira. And look at yourself. You collecting 10,000 naira, then you lose your right. Then what happened? 7 naira at the end of the day. So please, God created you wonderfully. But don't devalue your life, that the life of cat, no, rat, no, cockroach that you kill away from your house, cockroach value for the number of days we live, it's more than 7 naira. So you devalue yourself below cockroach. You receive you fail to carry the dignity of the cockroach becomes higher than your own life dignity. What a wasteful venture. That is the 10,000 naira you collect to release your PVC. It brings you to the value of 7 naira ED. So that one, I will stop there. And there is additional information coming to our crude and our petrol. Additional information. I think, let me just read it for you quickly, listeners. We'll be talking of the theft of crude. We'll be equally talking of smuggling of PMS, premium motor spirit, that is petrol. But sometimes our leaders deliberately mixed everything up together for us so that we wouldn't know the trajectory they are going. But thank God, the guru will always bring you the latest information. We said it here the other time that crude being stolen from our land, at a point it went as far as 1 million barrels per day. Until the Minister of State in Petroleum Ministry told us it has come down to 700 barrels per day. So, ladies and gentlemen, please listen to this now. At 700,000 barrels per day being stolen, let us cost it at average of $100 per barrel. It gives you $70 million per day. I repeat, $70 million per day. Can you hear that? Meaning on daily basis, we lose $70 million $70 million to the thief of crude. Now, you know what that means? The banks told you just last 2 weeks that we cannot give what we don't have. For now, your own domiciliary account you open, you funded the account from your own money. You are not even funding it from the official rate of dollar, which is today is 447 naira to dollar. Official. But you fund it from escalated parallel market, because the parallel market is the black market. Let us not deceive ourselves.
Because when you say parallel, you might.
But they will have to use the word black market, because they will tell you there's nothing like black market. You have two markets in the foreign exchange. The official market, which is now today 447 naira to dollar. Then the black market, which was a few days ago, 902 naira to $1. But somehow
that's rebounded.
Last week it came down to 700. As of this morning, far away in Adamawa, it is 680 naira to $1. But in Lagos, it is 620 naira to $1, which we will clap for. That is rebounding. But please don't clap yet, because you want to ask yourself, how does this translate into international negotiation? It has not given you any hope yet. And let us wait for how many days would it be? It has not. But if $70 million is being lost to the thieves on daily basis, and you know, those stealing the oil, they are not you, they are not Adu, and I am not in that category. Even not the two lawyers who come just recently are in that category. I know them well enough. They are not a category. We have known those who are stealing the crude. The chief of naval staff of Nigeria told us that they are the category of the top management of NNPC. So, meaning if you want to see top management, go and start from the office of the group managing director of NNPC. And of course, some people have equally pointed out that the Nigerian Navy are the one that allowed those vessels to see the thing. Meaning from the chief of staff, Nigerian Navy, down. They are the one. They are the thieves. So if $70 million is being taken away daily basis, the thieves must be guarding somewhere to share the money. So therefore, you can see the type of Nigeria that these people are heading up, giving to us. That is for that. I just want the amount of money to be known to all listeners. Then on the smuggling side, NNPC came to the National Assembly about 2 months ago and told the National Assembly that Nigeria consumption of petrol daily was 60 million liters. 60 million liters. And they equally said that they give to the marketers 98 million liters per day. And the question came to be asked, if you know that our consumption is 60 million, why are you giving additional 38 million daily? And then the chief financial accounting officer of the NNPC at the National Assembly again said, if you have 5 million naira, you can smuggle any number of tankers out of Nigeria daily basis. Then we now came to the conclusion, where everything is written out, that 38 million liters that is being given out on daily basis, which is not meant for our consumption, meaning its target is being given to the smugglers to take them outside Nigeria. And these things are not taken by 50 liter, 25 liter, or 1 liter bottle of this thing. Now, we now calculated it that the 38 million liters that is deliberately released by NNPC to the smugglers, their counterpart, their trade partner at the other side of the border to take it away, it will take 1,047 tankers laden at 33,000 liters per truck. But now, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. A new revelation of Friday had come out. We now know that as of truth, every month, those who organize the smuggling trade, or the cartel, or the cabal, and the smugglers, and all of them, and we know where they are, we know who they are. You heard it just about 2 minutes ago. They now make clean 200.8 billion naira every month. I repeat it, 200.8 billion naira every month. Why at the stealing of the crude, they are making out of us $70 million per day. Then at the level of smuggling they are making 200.8 billion naira monthly. And how do they arrive this? Unknown now, the facts have revealed now that, as a matter of fact, it is 35 million liters that is for Nigeria consumption. So if you remove 35 million liters from the 60 million liters they said before, you have 25 million liters left. Then this 25 million liters, if you now add it to 38 million liters that was being deliberately added to the so-called 60 million liters they said before, it means we have now 63 million liters daily basis being released to the counterparts, trading counterparts of NNPC at the other side of the border. That is the smugglers. So as against the 38 million liters for the smuggler before, which we thought by the presentation of NNPC that Nigeria consumption rate was 60 million, what they get now to supply to their counterpart that is taking it around the world is now mostly the Sahel and the West Coast, for example, and the Central, because Cameroon is Central, because the chief accounting officer told us the countries that are receiving our petrol, what they supply to them on daily basis is now 63 million liters. On daily basis, 63 million. That now, if you now remove the fact they presented to us, the deliberate falsification of documents they presented to us, and come to the reality. So the NNPC with their counterpart, which included custom, because the man mentioned custom, and included every other thing, you see that now what they take away on monthly basis is 200.8 billion naira at smuggling, then at stealing $70 million.
That's $70 million daily.
Yes, $70 million daily. Stealing, smuggling is 200.8.
That's $70 million. If you do a 30-day month, that's $2.1 billion. Dollars.
Okay. Is it that small?
Well, you see, that's why I'm wearing.
Where's my bell? That's
why I'm wearing the cloth of.
Please, thank you very much. This bell I'm ringing.
The oil money.
Ladies and gentlemen, is a ceremonial ringing this morning because some culture in Nigeria, when those who live long enough and they say celebration of life, when they are lower to the grave. Sometimes you hear 21 gunshot. Sometimes there are some drums that
the bell tolls will go.
The bell tolls. So this, I don't want you to dance, but this is for the burial of a country that is done carried out by the leaders of that country. So Suru. So that's for that. Let us now go to other issues for today, and this is where I will bring in my two guests, which are waiting on. Adu, please, can you give us the menu, please?
Okay. The menu for today is loaded with 6 items, and I'll start with the first. Court sets aside conviction of EFCC boss for contempt. This is from Thisday newspaper. Reduced lawmakers' salary to pay ASUU, Ndume tells FG. As from the Punch, item number 3, PDP names those who set INEC office on fire, asks the electoral body to reprint burnt PVCs. As from the Daily Post, Nigeria records 52 acts of political violence in 1 month. NSA Mongolia.
No, there's Mongolia. I think it is my error.
Okay.
His name is Babagana Mongolu.
Oh, okay.
It's my error.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get what you mean. Mongolu. It came out as Mongolia.
Yeah, Mongolia. Go on.
Item number 5. Niger Delta Ministry has no business in Abuja. Atiku says from Daily Trust that was captured. Item number 6. Rep summons 63 agencies. For spending 2 trillion naira illegally.
That's good.
From the Punch.
Okay, thank you very much. All my guests are standing by. They are hearing us. We are hearing them. In the next few minutes, I will bring them up. You finished with the menu, yeah?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay. So let me go straight away to one of the points, but it's like I will add more to the load that they will share with us. My guests, from this moment, you will own the floor. But let me throw 1 or 2 questions in. First of all, their pick on the issue of the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Abdurrashid Bawa, Abdurrashid Bawa was not committed to prison, the committer, because name was not mentioned. It read chairman of EFCC. Therefore, it couldn't have been him. And last week, Tuesday, I analyzed the whole thing and how it would look at, how it will end. And like a great prophet, Adu had always pronounced me to be, it ended up as I analyzed it. So that is the issue we want to look at today. We are starting with that. Gentlemen, I will start with order of priority in the bar. So meaning I will talk to the professor first, who is a senior advocate of Nigeria. What do you call them? The not colleague, not my colleague,
Leonard.
not my Leonard colleague, but the Leonard sick. I will start from him.
Oh, okay.
So Professor Joseph Abugu, if you are flowing with us, sir, I want you to react to that issue. The EFCC, the judgment of Justice Oji saying everything, then self-adjustment. I call it as a layman, I call it self-adjustment when the judge who gave that judgment now rescue of what himself. So how did you see it? Can you throw some legal meaning into us so that the listening public will enjoy benefits of your side? Professor Abugu.
Thank you, the guru. These things do come up every now and then.
Okay.
Issues of contempt or disobedience of court orders.
Yes.
Is a regular feature, in our judicial system.
Okay.
But in this particular case, we need to just note the salient facts.
Okay, sir.
The salient facts are, one, that there was a suit between the federal government and Air Vice Marshal Ojuawo in 2016.
Yes, sir.
And then that litigation came to an end in November 2018.
Yes, sir.
And in 2018, the court then directed that a Range Rover car and the sum of 40 million, which had been taken from AVM Ojuawo, should be returned to him.
Yes, sir.
Now, there is no evidence that there's been any appeal from that decision.
Okay.
So it then behoves on the federal government to obey that order. That court given order since 2018. And the order was specifically directed at the EFCC, which was the government agency that took possession of the Range Rover car and the sum of 40 million. Those were not in dispute. Now, as at the time that ruling was made,
yes,
Abdulrashid Bawa was not the chairman of EFCC.
Yes, sir.
Instead, Mago was the one acting then as the chairman of EFCC.
Yes, sir.
So Abdulrashid Bawa was not in the picture. Now, Abdulrashid Bawa ascended the office of the executive chairman of EFCC in 2021.
Yes, sir.
So for 3 years, the order of the court of the Federal Capital Territory had not been complied with until Bawa came in.
Okay.
Now, where there's continuum in government, so it is expected that EFCC will obey that order. Now, but for you to proceed with an order of disobedience of a court order against Bawa, the law requires that there must be personal service on him.
Personal service on him?
Yes.
Okay.
Because contempt proceedings in law, we say that they operate in personam.
Okay.
They are quasi-criminal and touches the consequence, the end consequence will affect the liberty of the individual that is being cited for contempt. So procedurally, there are 2 steps that needs to be taken.
Okay.
For you to be able to cite someone for contempt.
Okay.
The first one is what we lawyers popularly call Form 48. Form 48 is a notice of disobedience of a court order.
Okay, that's Form 48.
Yes, it's simply a notice. Okay. So you process it and you file it through the court registry, and then it will be served on that individual. The form basically says there is a court judgment which you are obligated to obey. We are drawing your attention to the fact that you have not obeyed that order.
That's what that Form 48 talks about.
That's what that Form 48 says.
Okay.
Now, if the individual persists, you then proceed to issue a second form, which is the form which we popularly call Form 49.
Okay.
It is a form which then seeks to commit the individual to prison for disobedience of the court order. Okay. So the first one is a mere notice. The second one is a summons to say, look, come and give reason. Otherwise, you will be committed to prison. Now, so because the end result will affect the liberty of the individual, these two forms must be served personally on the individual.
On that individual.
On that individual.
Okay.
Okay. So, in this case, EFCC claims that these processes were never served on Bauer. And if truly they were not served on Bauer, then he cannot personally be cited for contempt in these proceedings.
Okay.
Now, then the next question would be, if he was not served, on what basis did the judge proceed to commit him to contempt? Was there any evidence in the case file before the judge that both forms 48 and 49 were served on Abdulrashid Bauer personally as the incumbent executive chairman of the EFCC? If there was no such evidence in the court's file, then the judge may have been rash in making a committal order. If there was such evidence before the judge, and it transpired ultimately that he was not served, the question would be, who misled the court?
Who misled the court?
Now, the final issue arising from all of that is the fact that when a court makes a committal order for contempt, it is always conditional. It is conditional. The order actually directs that the person be committed to prison until the contemptor purges himself or herself of the contempt. So it's always a conditional order.
Okay.
And that is why, and that provides a leeway, as happened in this case, for the EFCC to quickly come to court to prove to the court, one, that there was never personal service on Bauer. Two, as they claim, notwithstanding the lack of personal service, the chairman was not oblivious of the existence of the order and had actually taken steps. The Range Rover was said to have been released since June. If true, the Range Rover was released since June, was this fact brought to the notice of the court when the court committed Bauer to prison? From the reports, the EFCC was able to exhibit before the court as well internal memo giving approval for the release of the 40 million.
Yes.
And of course, saying that, of course, government process. It's easy for you to pay money into treasury than to remove money from treasury. So they were able to prove to court that, look, the Range Rover had been released.
Yes.
And steps approval has actually been given for the payment of the 40 million. The non-receipt of it is, of course, administrative bottleneck. Once these were shown to the court, then, of course, the contemptor or alleged contemptor has proven to the court that, one, he is not in contempt, and even if he was in contempt, as at the date the order was made, he had actually purged himself of that contempt. And so at that point, the court has the powers, to discharge the contempt order, the committal order to prison.
Meaning the court has the responsibility to reverse itself. Sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah. Meaning at such time and at such point, the court has the responsibility to reverse itself.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Thank you very
Because
much.
the committal order is always conditional until the contemnor purges himself of the contempt.
Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you. All right. That's a very good
Prof,
one.
you just gave me a 20-minute legal lecture.
Okay, hold on, sir. We shall come back to you.
What I do.
Hold on, sir. We shall come back to you. Barrister Fred Nzeako, are you still there? Hello? Barrister Fred Nzeako.
I'm not sure he can hear us.
Hello, Barrister Fred Nzeako.
I think I have to try his.
Yeah, please, we have to try his number again because it's like we missed him.
Although he mentioned that the village where he is,
His village is not popular village like my own, like a village of Professor Abugu. Look how clear Professor Abugu is from his village. But my brother village, and thank God in the village there is no sit-at-home order today by IPOB. So, but maybe the IPOB instructed the network not to function well. So that now. While we are trying to get Barrister Nzeako to talk to the people on a similar matter that is really a case that is very, very close to this, or I will still bring. Okay. Hello, Barrister Fred Nzeako. Hello. Hello?
Hello?
Aha. Barrister Fred Nzeako.
Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you now, loud and clear.
Oh, good.
I had earlier given your apology to the listening public, and I told them that your village network is not as clear as it is in my village or the village of Professor Abugu, because Professor Abugu spoke to us freely from the village. So your village is, we shall discuss that another time. Now
it has been proven that the network in my village is also good.
Yes, it has been proven that the network in your village is even better than the one in my village now. Congratulations my village.
Thank you. Good morning.
Morning. Now, I had asked the first question and Professor Abugu has taken time to trash it out. Because the question has to do with the EFCC, the committee for contempt, and the self-reversal of the judge after all this. Because when it started Monday last week, Tuesday, and I was on it, though I announced to the whole world that I'm not a lawyer, but the little I know about it, this is how it will end. And it ended like that. So there is another question for you, sir. It will have nothing to do with the EFCC anymore, because we must be running a lot of things you will trash out. Now, sir, there is no dollar in Nigeria, and I had earlier explained how the money has been taken away either by the top men smugglers in Nigeria or top men thieves in Nigeria. Now, you have your own account. I'm giving a typical example, sir. You open your own account, domiciliary account. When you fund your dollar into that account, the dollar you fund into that account is not the one given to you at the official rate of 447 naira to dollar today. It is the one you got from what they tactically tell us is parallel market, but which is nothing but black market. Then you now go to the bank now. You say you want to withdraw $1,000 of the $20,000 you have in your account. Fred, I really don't know how much you have in your account. I'm just giving it as an example. Maybe your account, even the balance of the dollar there is $200. I don't know. Now, then the bank will tell you, you should have informed us earlier on, because we don't have dollar in your own account. Because this is the happening in Nigeria now. A lady confirmed to me just yesterday. She went to her bank, her domiciliary account. She wanted to collect $1,500 in an account where she has about $15,000, and she was being told that we cannot give you more than $100 to do. Then and maybe next week we'll give you another $200. This is how it is going. If this happens, sir, as a lawyer, lead us, Nigerians, please, to a very successful navigational way of the law. Do you have the right to sue that bank? Maybe you join CBN, maybe you join whatever, for breach of contract, or what is left for you legally to do in that situation? Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Guru. I want to salute Prof. Abugu for the robust lecture that he gave to our dear listening audience on issues concerning contempt of court. Anybody who listened to that lecture would have prepared himself or herself to have understood the nitty-gritty of the law in that respect.
Thank you very much.
So the Prof has set the tone for today. Seems to be a day of lecture. So I will follow that trajectory and let our team audience understand this issue that has to do with the banking law.
Thank you very much, sir.
Now, the relationship between the banks and the customers, especially the depositors, is such that it is a contract,
okay,
a contractual relationship.
Okay.
And by virtue of that, any depositor who has no encumbrance or any challenge in his or her account that has deposited money with the bank, upon request, the bank should release that amount following all due processes.
Okay.
When I say following all due processes is because the banking industry is very, very regulated. It's a very regulated industry.
Yes.
And the central bank is the chief regulator of the activities of banking in Nigeria.
Thank you.
Now, a customer who has deposited money is within the customer's right to demand that the money be given to the customer when upon demand. The essence of the domiciliary account from the regular Naira local currency account is that if you open a dollar account and you put dollar there, when you demand for your dollar, it will be given to you.
Okay.
In dollars.
Okay.
It is only when you make your own demand that it will be given to you in Naira. It will be expressly your own decision.
Okay.
But since it is a domiciliary account, it is called a foreign exchange account. If it is in pounds, it will be given to you in pounds. And so with all other foreign currencies. So if anybody has deposited money in an account, provided that the bank is not distressed, for example, the bank is not in liquidation, the bank is healthy, ascertained by CBN and NDIC to be healthy, the bank is duly has a responsibility to release your money that you deposited with the bank.
Okay.
And if the bank, peradventure, says it does not have that fund, it is normal to give the bank benefit of the doubt that possibly they have run out of cash. That it is possible that they have run out of cash. But if it becomes a persistent policy, like in the case you gave, the example you gave, a woman that wanted $1,500 out of her $15,000 in her domiciliary account, and the bank said they could only give her $100.
Yes.
The bank has a duty to explain to that customer why only $100 will be made available to her.
Okay.
And if such explanation does not go down well with the customer,
yes,
at that point the bank is in breach of that contractual relationship with its customer who has deposited money.
Okay.
The customer is not asking for loan or overdraft. It is the raw cash that the customer deposited that the customer is asking for.
Yes.
So the bank is already in breach by failure to produce to that customer the money that the customer deposited. Now, the customer has now legal right to take the bank to court.
Okay. He has legal right. He has legal right to take the bank to court.
Legal right to sue the bank. for failure to produce his or her money.
And that's for breach of contract.
As and when needed.
Okay.
Because the explanations being given to him or her by the bank is not acceptable.
Okay.
And more so, if the bank has not given her a timeline within which to make that money available. Let's say, for example, if the bank has run out of cash on that day and the bank says, come back the next day, we will make it available to you. It is natural and it's understandable.
Yes.
But when the bank now gives it as a condition that no matter how long it takes, we cannot produce more than $100 to you, or maybe $100 at a time, and then that is obviously a breach.
Okay.
Now, the customer sues the bank. It is now left for the bank to defend itself. If it is a central bank regulation, then they work through let the customer know. That becomes an alibi for the bank as defense. That, look, we have this money, but because our chief regulator, the central bank, has said we cannot give more than $100, we cannot go outside what the central bank has told us. Because that will mean satisfying our customer and breaching the banking laws or regulations set by the central bank.
Okay.
And of course, the central bank, being the regulator of the banking industry, has the capacity to even suspend the banking license of the bank. So in order to preserve itself, the bank will not want its license to be suspended on account of breach of the laws or policies of the central bank. So, but these are all the alibi, the defense that will be available to the bank when the issues become issues of litigation.
Yes, sir.
And then the bank can as well explain that to the customer if that is a valid reason why that cannot happen. In that case, the customer can even join the central bank for making such regulations that are against the interest of the customer.
Thank you.
Because what it now means is that even if the customer wants to close down the domiciliary account, the customer will not be able to get all the monies in that account in one fell swoop. So at the end of the day, it is the court, the civil court, that will look into that and then give the necessary remedies.
Okay. Thank you very much for this. Thank you very much. Professor Abugu, are you still there?
Can I say a word on this?
Okay, go ahead, please.
I want to amend a little bit what my brother Fred has just said.
Okay, sir.
The duty between a bank and the customer, as you rightly said, is contractual.
Okay.
And an essential part of that, the contractual obligation due from the banker, is to pay on demand.
To pay on demand.
Is to pay on demand. Okay? If you want to qualify it, you can say to pay on effective demand.
Okay.
So the bank actually does not have a grace when I demand for my money to say, oh, money is not available today, come tomorrow.
Okay.
Once the bank does that, the bank is in breach of its obligation to me.
Okay.
And I have a right to go to court.
Okay.
Whatever damages I may recover may be nominal, but the point is, when I make an effective demand for my money, the bank has no discretion to postpone the date of meeting that demand to tomorrow or next tomorrow.
Hold it there, sir. Prof, hold it there. Hold it there. If I go to my bank today and I want to withdraw so amount, the bank has no discretionary power to say no, it cannot be today or tomorrow. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, sir. I think that's what.
That's what we are in breach.
Okay. All right.
So all you need for the purposes of litigation is to prove that on this date I made a demand. I issued an instrument to be honored today. And as of today, when I issue that instrument, I have enough credit balance in my account for the bank to pay me. They fail to pay me today. They say I should come tomorrow. They are in breach.
Okay.
That's the law.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Prof, I'm not sure bankers will be happy with what you're saying today.
Now, please, two of you should hold it there because we have only 25 minutes to go. Let people call it so that you will be hearing because you have to answer questions that have to bother this. Fred, please hold on. Prof, please hold on there. Adu, open the lines.
Okay. Okay. 0809-191-3913. Special number for our ladies and female callers. You can use to join us. 0809-191-3913. And also you can call 0809-222-0913. 0809-222-0913. You can join us on 015150-913 and 015151-913. For those who want to type in or send in messages via the WhatsApp or Twitter, WhatsApp is 0809-234-5913 and Twitter is at Lagos Talks 913. We'll start with phone lines today. And calls are already coming through. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, turn off your radio, sir. Good morning. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Godwin, calling from Lekki.
Godwin from Lekki. Good to have you, sir. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, please, concerning this banking system, I'm one of the tenant bank customers. And I have issues 2 times completely. I made a transaction. Probably was to someone 2,000. And that was around 3 o'clock in the morning. And that transaction was not found. And I have the history from my app. I went to bank the next day. They said they cannot find it. I checked the issues.
Please, you just have to be short because we have only 20 minutes for as many people as we can.
All right, no problem. Then lastly, it was 9,100 naira. It's still the same issues. And the central bank manager herself gives me the date that I should come back in the next 3 weeks. That if the possible, they will be able to figure out the issues. I just gradually go back, and I'm now giving them the 3 weeks. So once the 3 weeks complete, I'll still go back and know what's going on with my money because that.
Huh?
Hello? Okay. Let's pick another call. But please let me announce this. Don't call me on my number now unless you call the station. Then again, please, when you call, let's make it very, very short so that many people can participate in this. The two gentlemen are listening to us. Go ahead.
Hello. Turn off your radio, please. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, turn off your radio and your name, please.
Okay. Because of time, I won't have the luxury to wait for you to turn off your radio. So please do so before you call us. Maxwell sent a message on WhatsApp. Good morning, Adu and Oga Guru. Top of the morning, please, Adu, I take God beg you. My question, okay, what's this? Says, my take this morning is an allegations of drug peddling, money laundering leveled against presidential candidate of APC, Tinubu. My question to that is, will this man ever be free from controversies? Okay, well, Maxwell, because that's not a tenet of our conversation today, if you don't mind, we'll just take that tomorrow. This is
Adu, what's happening?
This person is
no, you can step it aside.
This person is making some strong allegations there.
Against who?
Against you. Against us. Well, you.
Okay.
Eric,
No, if he's making a strong allegation against us, read it out.
Okay, let me read Eric's message. Eric says, good morning, guys. We have 3 rates. So we have pilgrimage rate, central bank rate, Abugu rate in Nigeria. Why is CBN not really in charge of this? In 2012, I was almost jailed in South Africa because of changing money from an illegal money changer at OR Tambo Airport. I never knew it was illegal because it's normal here. Eric Garuba is the one speaking. Tony from Mari Beach says, good morning, Adra and Guru. Dollar more expensive up north, and reason is not far-fetched. Demand is higher over there, going by demand and supply principle. It therefore means that there are more stashed funds over there to be investigated. EFCC and other agencies should be on top of their game advisably in those regions, because the people are looking for yakba there. The Guru, don't believe anyone who tells you there's no money in this country or that the government is broke. It's a big lie.
Okay. But I can answer you. To the best of my knowledge, the EFCC is doing a very good job, even as we talk now, up north, or across Nigeria, but up north. The EFCC is doing a very good job of investigation. What the investigation result will be, I may not know, but they are working.
We have phone calls coming again. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Mr. Guru.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
God bless you, sir. You are doing a very great job, sir.
Thank you very much.
My question is that, sir, in the area of debited, when you make a transaction, maybe you transfer to someone and it will debit you and it will not credit the person. And at the end of the day, you go to bank will give you like 7 working days that it will be resolved. At the end of the day, we take like 14 working days. This thing will not be resolved. Please, and maybe you need the money in emergency and you want to make use of it. Can a customer charge the bank to court in this aspect? Please, thank you, sir. God bless you.
The customer you want to use the language, sue the bank to court, but not charge.
No, not charge.
Okay, that's it. That is just 1 minute matter. Fred.
Fred's line has got cut.
It's gone. Prof
is still on the line.
Yes, I can react to this question, and it's also related to the first question.
Yeah, please just have a minute, sir.
To do a transfer at Zenith Bank.
Have a minute, sir.
Now, you see, electronic banking introduced some features to the right of a customer to demand for his money and be paid immediately. The law used to be that for you to make an effective demand for your money, you must be at the branch of the bank where you deposited your money.
Okay.
Now, but the law has since changed because of banking regulations to say that at any branch of the bank, you can demand for your money.
Okay.
So if you walk into any branch of any of the banks other than the one where you deposited your money, you have the right to be paid on demand. That's number one. Two is with the advent of electronic banking and transfer. You see, when you make a transfer, you are actually not the one making a demand on the bank. There is a platform that acts as an intermediary
between your demand and the bank.
Between your demand and the bank.
Okay.
That is why sometimes when you make payment online, the system will tell you that it is referring to your bank for verification.
Okay.
If the verification does not come within the time lapse provided, the platform will reject the transaction, even though you have money in your account. Which means you have not made an effective demand in law on your bank.
Wow.
So when you make a transfer and the system debits your account, that debit was not done by your bank. It was done by that intermediary.
My God.
To transfer it to where you directed it to. So when that transfer does not deliver at the other end, you now go to your bank then tells you that, okay, give us 7 days or 14 days, we will initiate a trace of who and where your money is hanging, and then return it to your account.
What's the implication of this? The
implication, in my view, is simple, Guru. There's voluntary assumption of risk.
My God.
When you decided not to go to your bank to make a direct request for your money or that your money be transferred from the banking hall, you have decided and voluntarily assume the risk that is associated with dealing with the platform that will process your transaction through your bank.
My God. And that has a larger application. Because, as you put it now, the bank may not, therefore, legally speaking, be willing to take responsibility for that loss or whatever happened. Is that how it is? Hello? Oh, we lost Prof temporarily there. I will go ahead to messages.
Okay, would get Prof back.
No,
let's read messages. Okay.
Yes. Ha.
This is.
Did you hear what he just said?
I heard, Guru. I heard. Sunday send us a message. Says, I'm an ardent listener. Good morning. I want to appreciate your effort. I sincerely pray your wealth of wisdom will not dry.
Amen.
There are times when I want to listen to the program whenever I miss the episode, but I can't locate it on YouTube. Okay, so when you want to listen to it on YouTube, you can either go to Lagos Talks on YouTube.
This is not Lagos Talks. This is my personal number. Call Lagos Talks.
Lagos Talks on YouTube. So just type Lagos Talks on YouTube. You see Adwan the Guru, or you can also see it via the Guru's platform on YouTube as well. So just type in in fact, if you just type in Adwan the Guru on YouTube, you'll find the video. So sorry for not seeing it on time. This is from Ambassador Musbar. No, it's not Ambassador Musbar. Oluwaseun Fumi. Good morning, Adwan Guru. My view on vote buying is that who can preach into the ears of market women, bus drivers, agberus, and thugs? Because Adu, not you and Guru or Mr. Kunu and even the entire Lagos Talks crew would accept anything for their vote to be bought. But others who want this country to work, but who would preach to the ears of the
market woman?
Okay. Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. All right, Mr. Silas, go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Please, I want to quickly ask something about this thing that is disturbing and the environment in the social media. This is about Tinubu's involvement in that narcotics issue. Because I heard somebody saying that PDP wants to use.
Prof.
Yes, the line dropped.
Yes. But just listen. Let's finish with somebody on the phone. Listen, please.
Yes, sir. Okay. The person now is referring to PDP, trying to use that to front APC. Now my question is this. I don't think is U.S. biased or stupid to have released such information to Nigeria at this time. Is it not signal or warning that the U.S. government is sending to Nigeria? That is one. Two, the person in question.
Okay, sir. Time is running. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Come and answer his hello, sir. Can you? Yes, because we allocate today strictly 1 minute because of many people that want to be involved in this banking matter and all those things. Okay, thank you. But I promise you, within the week, I will discuss the matter you are talking about.
Yes.
Okay, Prof.
Yes.
Now, the angle you were before the line went off became a little. I think I have a capacity for shock absorbing holding. But when you said that if I use the third medium, I might be the loser at the end of the day because the obligation is not exactly and totally on the bank as per the legal system is saying. It gave me some triples.
Well, that's a position. If you choose to use these platforms. You go to an ATM that is different from that of your bank.
Yes.
And the ATM machine will tell you that your bank, they can't reach your bank. Your bank is not on the platform.
Yes.
That's to tell you that there is an intermediary between you and the bank.
Okay,
and
sir.
Your bank.
Okay, sir. Hold it. Just hold it there, please. Now that I'm back on the line, Adu.
Okay, we still have more messages.
Please.
Ikena says, "Good morning. Love your program. Please correct me, sir. Why is Guru saying the judge rescued himself? Is Guru implying that the judge erred in the first place? For Christ's sake, nobody should be above the law. It's unfortunate that in Nigeria, some people are higher than the law itself. Please, sir, Mr. Guru, say it as it is. Mr. Abdurrashid Bawa, the Economic Financial Crimes Commission chairman, was charged for contempt of court, but now he has done the rightful thing by returning what rightfully belongs to the owner."
No, that is you did not listen to explanation given by Professor Joseph Abugu on the matter. He explained, he took lecture out of it, and he explained it to us. First, the day that that thing was committed, Bawa wasn't the chairman. Then he explained to you that for this thing to be effective, there's what to call from
48
and 49. None of this were served. And in fact, they committed to prison until the
contemptor
to prison until he purged himself of the quartet. Did not even put the name Bawa. So, Professor, so that is why when these facts were now made to the judge 48 hours later, he had to rescind his decision. He has to reverse his decision on the matter because the facts were now made to him that, in fact, the car had been returned to the man. What was not returned to him was the 40 million. And the process had EFCC initiated the process. When the EFCC sees money from any individual, the first thing, there is a holding account opened by the EFCC that money is kept. After some days, it is now transferred from that holding account, I think, to the consolidated or something fund of the federal government. So, when money entered the federal government purse, even in your village meeting, the process of the money coming out. So I did not call spade, say it's cutlass. Go ahead.
Flabi says, "Good morning, Guru and Adu. What Guru said about voters card is true. On Saturday, a couple of men came to my house in Dolphin Estate and said they are from INEC, claiming to want to know who I was going to vote for and if I had a voters card. I asked them for an ID and they couldn't provide it. Later, they came clean saying they are from a
particular political party. Go on.
I wanted to buy.
Use the language like that.
I wanted to buy my voter's card for 30,000 naira till after the election, with all the whole drama going on.
The Dolphin belonged to the Aircliff, which they regulated to be 50,000. But they can move it to 100,000 in that place if you want to sell it. I know all the reason how much they are selling because I'm in contact with both the upper, middle, and the downtrodden. So they are my friends. Oh my God!
Let's take some calls. Good morning. Hello.
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 Good morning.
Hello, Mr. Yeah, good morning, Padu. Good morning, the Guru, and good morning, the gentleman.
Yes.
My name is Peter Monster from Somolu.
Yes.
Now, the Guru, I want to ask, all this revelation about crude oil stealing, we find one stealing, and we're having the number of barrels and the number of liters increase that we are hearing. Is it going to go like this? With this, because in the next few months, this government is going. And all these revelations are made against this government. Is it going to go like this? Is there any way Nigerians can get this money back and arrest these people? The Minister for Petroleum, the President, is there nothing the National Assembly? Because this is where my headache is. This is what is worrying me a bit. Is this thing going like this? And then we go with the money and nobody will touch them tomorrow? What are we going to do to recover this money? That's just my question.
Thank you very much. I will answer you very briefly. I have done my part. Let every individual do their part. maybe you will be shocked to hear that another matter that is on ground now, according to a letter written just a few days ago to the office of the Director General Budget Office of the Federation, this letter is revealing now that some ministry agencies and
over 2 trillion.
2 trillion budget that the president never brought to the National Assembly. Members of some committees in the National Assembly approved that budget to the ministries, to the agency and departments amounting to 2 trillion. 2 trillion budget that the president never submitted. Some committee members of the National Assembly packaged this budget, approved it, and gave it directly to the ministries, to the agencies, and to the what's the other one?
And departments.
The 2 trillion. 2 trillion. Now, National Assembly had written a letter to the Director of Budget saying that when the DC pass, please they should check it, as if it did not originate from one place. Which National Assembly are you talking about? Is it the People's National Assembly or the let me not use serious language. Time is running.
Hello. Yes.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, please.
Good morning, sir. My name is Alex.
Okay.
So, based on what the professor said, I want to ask if the app you use in making the transfer belongs to the bank, what can be done about this? Because I know that if you use that, but if this app you use belongs to the bank, what is the implication on this? Thank you, sir.
God bless you. Prof.
Yes, please.
He asked a question. If the app you use is carrying out the transfer, either it goes through third party or not, but belongs to your bank, what is the implication of it?
When you use an app that belongs to the bank, you are dealing with the bank directly.
Okay.
You are not using an intermediary.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes.
You heard that. Time is gone, Adu. Hey, the enemy we have really is time, which is not too good, that we cannot have made time.
Yes, sir.
So, first of all, let me start with Professor Joseph Abugu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, a professor of commercial law, University of Lagos. I want to appreciate you. I want to thank you. Despite all your engagement in the village, you find the time to answer all these questions. And in fact, the lecture you gave, I think I'm the first beneficiary of that. Then I do benefit. And when you came to the third intermediary, in fact, I almost wheel on my body here. So thank you very, very much, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will talk with you later today if I don't know, because if you guys may still be able to join me tomorrow from your different places. But I'll talk with you again. But thank you very, very much. Thank you. Then Fred, Barrister Fred Nzeako, please, either you are not hearing me now, I don't know, because your line is gone off. It shows again that there is an issue with the network in your village. So I want to appreciate you, Barrister Fred Nzeako. Thank you very, very much. I will talk to you later this afternoon and see if I can still drag you back into the discussion, because there are a lot of discussion coming up here. Maybe we can do justice about that. To celebrate the two of you, I ring my bell for you to celebrate you. Please, thank you very much for your equipment, and Feromi, thank you very much for. You did not bring anything out of tweet today. Nobody.
Well, I actually did not bring the tweet, but people tweeted. I apologize to our Twitter family.
So, apology, because time is now.
So,
up.
Comfort Dave, Daniel, Ayu, and the rest of them.
Okay. So, Adu, have I thank you?
Yes.
Okay. To friends of the Guru, I want to appreciate you. Maybe this month, you might be able to do something a little better. I appreciate you, friends of the Guru. Please go do what you are supposed to be doing. I appreciate you. Then you can follow me on Twitter at Godwin_Buebu. Facebook is Godwin Itakibebu, but there's a page I have in Facebook which is called Vetra Column. Please, you can follow that. Follow me on my website, which is www.godwintheguru.com, and my YouTube channel is Godwin the Guru, the YouTube channel. You go there and you see a lot of things on the issue of those who are smuggling our oil, making 200.8 billion naira every month from Nigeria. Is all revealed in my YouTube channel. It's just being uploaded this afternoon. So go and read it. And how Nigeria thieves, and the thieves our leader, will be stealing $70 million every day of our crude. $70 million every day. The 200.8 billion naira every month from both sides. Why will the country not dry up? It will dry up. They've killed Nigeria for us. And who are doing this? Our leaders. So I think at this point, tomorrow is another day on Money Digest. And until Monday, when we come into details like this again, please keep yourself out of trouble. Bye-bye.